The dreadful Liz Cheney. I actually added the dreadful part. Headline, Liz Cheney. Trump does not have a role as a leader of our party. Joe, you see that, Paulie? Joe, you see? Maybe, Joe with the most uncomfortable forced laugh ever. He was like, You're right. Sounds like he's been a few weeks and he's sitting on the toilet there. That's what it sounds like. Joe, thanks, I don't know. I've never actually witnessed that, but I can only imagine what it would sound like if it were the case. Maybe, Joe, I just have a suggestion. Maybe Liz Cheney should tell the actual voters that. Because Trump's approval rating within the Republican Party is a multiple of about, 6,422% higher than Liz Cheney's. Why am I bringing this article up? Again, it'll be in the show notes. I encourage you to look at it. Because I know some of you reading this article about how Liz Cheney, again, dreadful Republican congresswoman from Wyoming, you're probably reading it and thinking, well, Dan, it was just a few weeks ago where you told us that we shouldn't forfeit the Republican Party. It's our party. We should take it back. But you're probably thinking, this is more evidence, right, Joe? If you're just reading it on his face, that why should we support these losers? No, you're wrong. I'm bringing up this article because this exactly makes my point. How the Liz Cheneys of the world really believe the party you've built through Donald Trump and others, through your donations, your door knocking, your social media posts, and your votes, the party you've built, it's not theirs. They really think it's theirs. She's making the opposite argument because contrary to the data, Donald Trump's still mass appeal to Republican voters alignment with his vision for where the GOP should go, and he still hasn't started a third party, and I don't think he will, and has actually talked down that because I've told you how bad of an idea this is because we're not a parliamentary system. We don't have proportional representation in this country. You run in races where, sadly, the Democrats and Republicans have monopolized the vote in this two-party system. They just have. There's no proportional representation. So if Greens run, communists run, and then the Tea Party would say get a line on a ballot, the Tea Party, and then run, it's win or lose. The Republican or the Democrat are going to get the most vote. No one else gets a vote. That's it. It's not proportional representation. So it's a fool's errand to start a third party right now because you built the Democrats. But this article shows you again how misguided these inside baseball establishment lunatics are. She really believes, despite mass approval of Donald Trump by Republican voters, it's their party, Liz Cheney still believes the party somehow is hers. She thinks, it reminds me of that, Joe, you remember that movie Braveheart, right? Pretty good movie.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
A great movie. I've seen it probably some portion of it 72 times. Maybe 72.6. Yeah. Not really sure if that's an accurate number or not, but it's a good guess. Maybe audience archivist Judy can fact check that for me. I've seen Braveheart a lot. And he walks into the Scottish nobles after winning this great battle, William Wallace. And he basically says to him, you think these people exist to give you power and titles, but really you exist to give the people power. I know I'm ruining the line a little bit. I don't actually have me with culture stuff. I always get it wrong, but that was the gist of it. That's what's happening here. Liz Cheney still doesn't get it. She's convinced that people exist, voters, Republican voters, to give her power, give her a job. But the party is ours, and she exists solely in a constitutional republic to enact and vote for things we believe in. And if not, we should vote her out and take our party back. I know some of you disagree, and I respect that. There are a few topics I get as many emails about as the prospects of starting a third party. Some people were offended. Dan, you should be all in for the Patriot Party. Folks, the math just doesn't work. The idea in principle is a good one. The idea in reality is not. And I do not subscribe to losing strategies. It is not a parliamentary system. You will not elect one congressman in the entire country on the Patriot Party ballot. I take that back. Maybe you'll get a few, but you won't get enough to change anything. The way to do it is to do what we did in the Tea Party revolution, is to go back and within the party, take our own party back and give the Liz Cheneys a one-way ticket out of Washington, D.C. That's the way to do it.